What's up, y'all? It's Mr. 6'8" back at you with a new video. Listen, I know I've been gone for a minute, but we back here and I want to sit here and talk about, listen, I got some more Bath and Body Works scents. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You know you want to. We about to sit here and get it popping. Let's go. Hit it. Okay, so look, I've been gone. I think the last time I did an actual Bath and Body Works overhaul video was probably since Hack was a puppy. Yeah. So with that being said, let me go ahead and just get right on into it. The first scent that I have since collected since my last video you all have seen up here at the top has been this right here. So this is called After Dark by Bath and Body Works Men Collection. I think I got this around last fall when the fall scents came out. It says that it has vitamin E, shea butter, coconut oil. The fragrance notes are spiced bergamot, amber, and smooth tonka. Ooh, Jesus. Excuse me, it's not cold. Normally, I don't like stuff with bergamot in it because every time I think about bergamot, I think about hair grease. But baby, listen, let me tell you, if you try to get your sicky on, okay, in the midnight hour, this is the one for you. This is, as you can see, I done used about half of this bottle. I done squeezed it about to death. Listen, it's done rose on the third day, and I done squeezed it about to death. But this After Dark is gonna get you right. Now, it smells kind of like, it has a, oh, got lotion on my nose. It smells like kind of really sweet. Like every time I put it on, the only thing I can smell in it is amber. I really don't smell any bergamot, and that was the main reason why I bought it, was because of the fact that I did not smell any bergamot. Because like I said, I'm normally not a bergamot or spice or anything that's really woodsy. I think I told y'all since last time, I don't like to be smelling like no outdoors recess PE field day. That ain't me. I like to smell like I'm indoors fresh out the shower. My smell is very unique. Plus I like to sit here and layer my stuff on. But this After Dark, I don't know if you can see it because I got this new camera. The camera ain't focusing. It ain't focusing. Why it's not focusing? Here, go ahead, go. There we go. But this right here, I'm telling y'all, this has been one of my favorite scents that I probably had by Bath and Body Works since they've been making lotion. Now, I don't know if they actually make this year round. I'm assuming it comes around maybe like the fall or winter, because it does give you like a really either nighttime scent or something you would wear in the fall. But baby, I wear this all throughout both seasons, throughout the year, 365 days a year. You hear me? I'm just trying to sit here and tell you something for your own good. Next scent. Okay, so the next scent that I have since collected since you all last seen my last video is called, here we go. Get it to focus. There we go. This is called Citrus and Cedar Ultimate Hydration with shea butter and hyaluronic acid. Now, I don't know what that hyaluronic acid means. I'm country, y'all, but who knows? But nonetheless, this has the fragrance notes of a crisp, woodsy fragrance inspired by sun-ripened citrus and cedar wood, made with vitamin E, aloe, shea butter, and hyaluronic acid, 24-hour moisture.
Hyaluronic acid, 24-hour moisture.
Now, once again, here we is with another one, and I told y'all I don't like smelling like no outside, no trees. I don't like smelling like none of it. I like smelling very sweet or very citrus is my smell. I like something very mellow. Once again, this right here, you can smell the cedar in it. But every time I put it on, y'all, I get so many compliments from this right here. Out of a lot of the things that I wear, I use this mainly when I get out the shower after I have put all my other scents on. I get so many compliments from this right here out of all of them. And it has a really, you can smell the citrus, but you can also smell a tad bit of the cedar in it. Now, normally, like I said, I don't like cedar. I don't know how many times I gotta emphasize that, but I'm okay with this because of the fact that the citrus and the sun ripened citrus and cedar. Well, I guess the sun ripened citrus and whatever else they got in it, because it says a crisp woodsy fragrance and also cedar wood. But I don't really smell a lot of cedar wood when I put it on. Everybody else like it. They say they can smell the cedar, but I only really smell the citrus. But it does have a hint of a cedar in it. You can definitely smell it, and it's very crisp. I like the fact that it's very refined. Okay. Even though it's got cedar in it, it's very refined. So if you are one of those people who don't like spicy stuff, but you want to try something new, I always say that take it out, put some on your hand, or if it's a spray it out. See how you like it on your body just throughout the day, and you can kind of tell as the day goes on whether or not if it's going to be something that you like, even if it has ingredients that you may not like, such as me. Okay, but this right here, I give a 10 out of 10, definitely. This right here also gets a 10 out of 10, which is the After Dark. Okay, now this right here you put on when you want to bust down Tatiana. This right here you put on to the prequel of the Bust Down Tatiana. You get it? Okay, got it. Good. Here we go. Now, I can't remember if I've had this one since my last video. I think I did, but I'm not sure. But just in case, I'm going to go ahead and talk about it again. This one is not really my favorite. It's one of the least of my favorites, and I'm going to tell you why. But first, let me get into the fragrance notes. This is called Ocean, okay? And the fragrance notes are blue cypress, velvety veer. Okay, I'm just gonna spell it. Clearly you can tell I'm hooked on Ebonics. I don't know what that means. Somebody look it up. And it's got coastal air. That's the fragrance notes. I don't know what none of that means. I guess it's supposed to be something to do with the Atlantic Ocean. But it smells like... Hold on. It definitely has an ocean type smell, but it's very also citrus. It's like water and citrus mixed together. But for some reason, it's just something. It's something in it that keeps throwing me off that I don't like about it. Like it smells like citrus, but then it smells like the ocean. But it smells like citrus, but it smells like the ocean. But it's something about it that keeps throwing me off. I'd probably give this like maybe a 6 out of 10. But because of the fact that I do layer my stuff, I like to layer everything I put on. If I can mix it with something really citrus to kind of calm it down, and that's kind of one of the tricks. If you don't like something, you can always mix it with something else to kind of calm down the scent. So I give this maybe like a 6 out of 10. It's not my favorite. It's called Ocean. I think they do sell this one year round. It's not really a seasonal one. So definitely, if smelling like an ocean is your thing, go for it. I'm just saying. Everything in for everybody. Now, this one also got released around, I think, in the beginning of spring. This is called Bamboo and Surf. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm trying to get it to focus. There we go. It's called Bamboo and Surf. And this one came out at the same time that Citrus and Cedar came out. So I guess these two are kind of one and the same, except on different ends of the spectrum. And this one, the fragrance notes are a watery, fresh fragrance inspired by boardwalk greenery and salty air beaches. Now, when I put this on, this to me gives me very much... I don't know. It has for some reason when I put it on, it smells very feminine. Like it smells very feminine. As a matter of fact, it smells like that Clinique Happy for women, except it's not as orangey like the Clinique Happy, but it definitely has a very Clinique Happy vibe to it when I put it on. But this is also one of those that I like to layer or mix if I'm gonna put it on, because I don't like the original scent as it comes in the bottle, because of the fact that that's just how I am. So I'll probably give this I'll probably give it a 5 out of 10. I don't wear it as much, as you can tell. I ain't squeezed the bottle half to death, okay? But it definitely is a potential. It's just not something that I really would wear by itself. Now, I feel like that if you're planning on being at home with your man, you can definitely have him to put this on when he comes out the shower. I feel like it would go with that, but it's not a scent I would want to just wear every day. Like I said, unless you're gonna layer something with it, and I like to layer myself stuff, so I give this definitely like a 5 out of 10 for sure. Okay, now this right here, this is called Whiskey Reserve. Now, baby, let me tell you, this right here is the same as to what Red Door, White Diamonds, and everything is that your grandma used to see here and well back in the day that everybody used to see here and talk about, and they used to see here and love to death. The same way they feel about that stuff is the same way I feel about the Whiskey Reserve. When I put this on, I can't tell you the amount of compliments I get 24/7, 7 days a week. Listen, being a gay man, you would think that I was heterosexual because of all of the compliments from the women that saying I get 24/7 when I put this on. It's almost like it's got some voodoo in it. Oh, baby, I don't know what they put in this. I don't know what they put. Listen, the bottom of a collard green pot with the juice in it. I don't know what it is that they put in this, but this right here, I'm telling you, I think I maybe have reviewed it on my last one. But this Whiskey Reserve, sicky now. Listen, it's giving very much. Very much all of that. This smells very much, I would say, well, let me get into the fragrance notes. The fragrance notes are crisp apple, which is probably why I like it, because I told you I don't like stuff that's really spicy but very like citrus. Crisp apple, single malt whiskey. Now, I don't smell the whiskey in there, but okay, child. And white oak. I don't know what white oak smell like, but I'm going to assume that's got something to do with outside. But nonetheless, it's very much, it's hard to describe. It's almost like it has a tinge of musk in it, but once again, just like with this one, I don't mind the little tinge that you smell, the little hint, as long as it's not overly present or overly known. You can smell a lot of everything else in it outside of that. But the reason why I like this is because it's very powerful, but yet instead you can still put as much as you want on, and you ain't gonna sit here and knock out Sister Beulah next to you out there in the deaconess board, okay, sitting over there in the corner. You ain't gonna knock her out like that doggone Estee Lauder be knocking people out over there in the church pew. It ain't gonna do that here, but you can definitely put as much as you want on. Now, I don't like to put this as a single thing all over my body, because for some reason, for my chemistry, when I put this on, just as far as my skin, I feel like that I don't like the way it smells after it lingers all day. But I do like to put it on my hands throughout the day, my arms, my neck, but I just don't like to put it on my body. Like, I'm very peculiar about different scents where it goes at, because I like to, once again, I'm very finicky about smells and stuff, and I like to smell a certain way. Even after 8 hours later, I still like to smell a certain way. But for anybody else that likes cedar, stuff with musk in it, stuff with that still has like a lot of citrus type smell. It says it has whiskey in it, so child, who knows? But I ain't been drunk yet, drunk in love. But this is definitely for me gonna be a 10 out of 10. Like, it's definitely one of my favorites. And when they took it off the shelf, they had it for a while back in the winter. They discontinued the scent, and I was so hurt. But then they brought it back, and I bought like at least 3 or 4 of them. But I was nice enough to give some of them out to family members. But I definitely do keep this in my bag. Between this one and this one, I keep these 2 in my bag all the time, just to kind of touch up throughout the day. Now, for me, when it comes to all of these scents that I just mentioned, I think those are mainly the scents that I bought since I've last talked to y'all. But for me, what I like to do with all of these scents is that I like to test, try, mix, and mingle different scents to achieve different results, because I come to realize that these right here, because they kind of all have some of the same base scents in them. They can kind of go well together. You just kind of have to test it out on your arm, or just put it on, a day that you're not really having to go anywhere around anyone, but you're going to be in public, and just see how it smells. And then you can kind of like find your little specialty secret scent that nobody else has, and you can be out there being all unique and everything like this top is. But listen, that concludes everything that I think I wanted to talk about.